The Oregon Heritage Commission is pleased to present a 2022 Oregon Heritage Excellence Award to the Underground History Radio program, a collaboration between Jefferson Public Radio's Jefferson Exchange program, a 2-hour live daily public affairs program connecting listeners with events and newsmakers from around the region and beyond, and the Southern Oregon University Laboratory of Anthropology, also known as SULA. Since 2016, Underground History has connected timely heritage topics with a large and diverse audience through 3 platforms: a monthly radio segment on the Jefferson Exchange, an article in the bi-monthly Jefferson Journal, and quarterly live events when possible. Its goal is to shine a light on and inform listeners of Oregon's rich and sometimes complicated past. The Underground History team includes producer and co-host Chelsea Rose, an archaeologist with SULA, producers John Baxter and Angela Decker with the JX production team, and JX host and producer Joffrey Riley. The Jefferson Exchange's Underground History monthly radio segment spotlights little-known aspects of Oregon's history through the lens of archaeology. The program strives to be truthful and confront difficult aspects of the past, such as the violence towards and displacement of indigenous tribes, the exploitation of Chinese workers, and the state's historically racist policies. In addition to local sites and stories, guests sometimes share work happening outside the region. These conversations are tied in with local themes or topics during the conversation, allowing the listener to frame the history of our region within larger national or international contexts. As one listener comments on an episode in June of 2022 on white supremacy in Oregon's history, the timeliness of the topic was on point and discussion was nuanced and fascinating. She goes on to say, "It is this kind of dialogue that is so important for our community to come to terms with how we have arrived at our current place in history." The numbers speak for the popularity of the show, with data showing that 20.5% of Rogue Valley residents tune into the station at least once during an average week, placing JPR in the top 5% of radio stations in the nation. The total weekly audience is estimated at 80,000. However, these numbers do not cover the many rural areas JPR serves that are not able to be measured. The website averages over 44,000 users per month and tracked almost 2 million page views in 2021. Each month, Underground History introduces new projects, themes, and topics, or provides updates on projects happening throughout the region. Guests include university faculty and researchers, tribal partners, and organizations such as the Oregon Black Pioneers, authors, and individuals tackling heritage issues in new and creative ways. Many of the radio segments are followed up with a short article in the Jefferson Journal written by Chelsea Rose and provide a more personal take on show themes and often include photographs, website links, and additional resources allowing the reader to take a deeper dive into the topic. Prior to the pandemic, Underground History also hosted live events. These events were held at rotating community venues across the Rogue Valley, providing an opportunity for JPR and SULA to partner with local business owners. Programs like Underground History help enrich the public with the knowledge of our shared past and provide an understanding of how it applies to our modern world. As one supporter succinctly put it, it is produced with an invitation to learn, a reward for being curious. The Oregon Heritage Commission would like to thank the production team from Jefferson Public Radio and SULA for their work on making heritage accessible, relevant, and for issuing that invitation to learn to the community.